2010 marked a pivotal turning point in the NBA, a new generation. Embodied by LeBron James's rising dominance and Kevin Durant's scoring ascent, seemed poised to inherit the throne. Yet amid whispers of a changing guard, one figure refused to yield center stage. Rumors circulated about whether Bryant's era was ending and whether injuries or younger talent would finally force him aside. But the true drama lay ahead. Few expected the intensity of the crucible he was about to face. Not long before, in 2004, Kobe Bryant endured a stunning finals collapse against the Detroit Pistons, an upset that cast doubt on his ability to carry a team alone and precipitated seismic changes. Phil Jackson's temporary exit and Shaq's departure. Framed as a scoring genius who couldn't win solo, Kobe shouldered harsh criticism. That narrative set the stakes. Would he ever shake the "just a scorer" label? The tension from those years lingered, laying groundwork for the redemptive arc to follow. Despite vocal detractors, Kobe unleashed one of the most legendary scoring seasons in 2006, including his 81-point eruption. Yet in the playoffs, the Lakers faltered, and the villain tag intensified. That 81-point night epitomized brilliance, but also fueled narratives that he took hero ball to extremes. After another playoff exit and a public trade demand in 2007, many speculated his prime was waning. But under that pressure, a renewed fire was kindled, setting the stage for the resurgence to come. In 2008, Kobe silenced critics by capturing his first regular season MVP and guiding the Lakers back to the finals, alongside Pau Gasol, only to suffer a heart-wrenching loss to the Celtics. That defeat stung deeply, but it also rejuvenated his hunger. The taste of near victory sharpened his resolve. Off-court controversies lingered in public memory, but on-court, his intensity and Mamba mentality reached new heights. This renaissance proved he could shoulder team success without Shaq, yet the ultimate vindication remained ahead. The following season, Bryant and the Lakers reclaimed glory. In 2009, he secured his first Finals MVP in a championship win over Orlando, quieting "can he win without Shaq" doubts. This triumph felt sweet and overdue. Yet Kobe's gaze was already fixed on the horizon. The quest for back-to-back titles beckoned. As commentators mused about whether 2009 was his pinnacle, he hinted that the toughest test lay just around the corner. Entering 2009 to 2010, expectations soared. The Lakers aimed to repeat, and analysts predicted battles against hungry contenders. Then, in mid-December 2009, disaster struck. Kobe suffered an avulsion fracture to his right index finger, an injury projected to sideline him for 6 weeks, potentially derailing his campaign. In true Mamba fashion, he taped the finger, retooled his shot mechanics, and refused to miss a game. This became the crucible moment. Would he back down or double down? The answer would define his legacy. Just when skeptics buzzed about diminished returns, Kobe embraced the pain as fuel. The broken finger morphed into a symbol, a test of will rather than just health. As the regular season unfolded, his brilliance persisted. But the playoffs promised the ultimate measure of resilience. But the biggest challenge was still ahead. The Lakers' first-round opponent was the young Oklahoma City Thunder, brimming with future MVPs and touted as the next dynasty in waiting. Game 1 saw a wire-to-wire Lakers victory, but the narrative centered on whether Kobe could intimidate these upstarts. In Game 2, down at halftime, he unleashed a scoring barrage, dropping 25 points in the third quarter alone, sending a clear message that he still ruled the hardwood despite a taped-up finger. OKC answered fiercely, pushing the series back to LA, where Kobe responded again with dominance. The climax arrived in Game 6. Tied in the final minutes, he chased down a rebound, maneuvered past defenders, and drilled a contested leaner over Kevin Durant to edge a 1-point win, exemplifying relentless will. He closed the series, averaging high points and telling the league, "This isn't my swan song." Having survived OKC's young core, whispers persisted. Could the Lakers sustain this without fully healed mechanics? The next adversary, Utah Jazz, would test consistency and stamina. Yet another mountain loomed, a Jazz squad riding momentum and hungry to upset the reigning champs. Against Utah, Kobe's scoring machine roared. He produced 5 straight 30-point games, including nights of 30-plus points and key rebounds that embodied unwavering excellence. Even on his injured hand, he manipulated defenses with signature fadeaways and fed teammates with precision passes. Late-game moments, fadeaways, clutch free throws, assertive drives, underscored that no anatomical setback could quell his fire. The Jazz pushed hard, but each late rally was quashed by Kobe's calm, killer instinct. By closing the series efficiently, he cemented that 2010's narrative was not about handing over the throne, but about staking an even stronger claim. After dispatching Utah, a familiar rival beckoned: the Phoenix Suns, the very nemesis responsible for 2 painful playoff defeats in '06 and '07. For Kobe, this series carried extra gravity. Past sorrows demanded exorcism. In hostile territory, Bryant erupted for 40 points in the season's opening salvo, announcing vengeance. Yet Games 3 and 4 saw Lakers stumble, echoing past collapses and fueling doubt that history would repeat. Then came Game 5. Tied late, the tension peaked in buzzer-beater drama, highlighting both Kobe's will and the thin margin between victory and defeat. In Game 6, under the glare of Phoenix fans, he produced clutch shots, fadeaways over top defenders, showing that those past wounds now hardened his resolve. The broken finger, once a liability, had become a testament. He would endure anything to prevail. With that series won, he declared to the league, "I choose to remain the alpha." Triumph over Phoenix set stage for the ultimate confrontation, a finals rematch against the Boston Celtics, architects of his 2008 heartbreak. The storied Lakers-Celtics rivalry, laden with history, intensified stakes. Could Kobe transcend scorer labels and lead on a grander stage? The finals swung wildly. Lakers took Game 1 with Kobe's masterful scoring and defensive plays, silencing hostile crowds. But Boston struck back to tie. In TD Garden, Kobe's hustle plays, steals, deflections, unexpected lefty floaters quieted raucous fans, evidencing growth beyond pure scoring. As the series seesawed, Game 7 loomed. In that low-scoring battle, Kobe's statistical line, modest scoring but massive rebounds and critical defensive presence, revealed evolution. Impact beyond scoring, affecting rebounds, intangibles, and empowering teammates like Ron Artest, whose series-clinching triple he facilitated with a deft assist. That moment, passing to Artest for the dagger, instead of forcing his own shot, symbolized maturity, shedding just a scorer to become the consummate winner. When the final buzzer sounded on an 83-79 victory, Kobe secured his 5th ring and 2nd consecutive title, forever stamping his legacy as a champion unbowed by time or injury. Throughout this journey, off-court whispers, allegations surfaced earlier in his career, hovered in public discourse but never defined him in this crucible. Instead, his on-court resilience became the prevailing narrative. The Mambas will eclipse past controversies. Public perception shifted, from polarizing figure to respected elder statesman, whose performance in 2010 transcended debates, demonstrating redemption through excellence. Kobe's 2010 run teaches that true legacy is forged when one tapes up a broken finger and dares to defy fading narratives. It's not merely about outscoring opponents, but transcending doubt, embracing evolution, and choosing to fight when retreat seems easier. His decision to fight through pain rather than yield offers viewers a lesson. When your own broken finger moment arrives, be it personal setback or looming uncertainty, do you back down or tape up and show up? In the end, Bryant's story reminds us that resilience defines more than talent ever could.